Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Hindmarsh Shire September Council meeting. Welcome councillors and council officers. I'd like to acknowledge that this meeting is being held on the lands of the Watchabalik, Jawar, Jabberjali, Waggai and Jabbergold nations, who we acknowledge as traditional owners of country. We also acknowledge the important ongoing role that the Indigenous community play within our community and pay our respects to elders past and present. Thank you. This meeting is being broadcast on the internet, and the recording of the meeting will be published on Council's Facebook page and YouTube channel. As a visitor in the public gallery, you may be filmed. By remaining in the public gallery, you consent to being filmed and for the recording of you to be made publicly available by the Council. A copy of the Council's live streaming and recording of Council meetings policy is available at the back of this room and on the Council's website. Please speak with one of our staff members if you have any questions. Item 2 are apologies. We have an apology from the Director of Corporate and Community Services, Petra Crute, today, and I don't believe there's any further apologies. Item 3, I reckon we can have a clean slate here. Does any council or council officer have any conflicts or declarations of interest on today's agenda? Amazing. Thank you. Item 4, confirmation of minutes, and there's a recommendation for councillors.
I'll move the minutes of the ordinary council meeting held on Wednesday, 28th of August 2024 at the council chamber, 92 Nelson Street, Nil, as circulated to councillors, be taken as read and confirmed.
Thanks, Councillor Gerst. If I got a seconder, Councillor Ismay, thank you. All those in favour? Against? That is carried. Item 5, I believe there's no correspondence. Item 6, Assembly of Councillors Records, and we have a recommendation also there.
Mayor, I'm happy to move that council notes the Assembly of Councillor Records as presented.
Thank you, Councillor Ismay. I've got a seconder, Councillor Nelson. Thank you. All those in favour? Against? That is carried. Item 7 are planning permits, of which we have none. Item 8 are reports requiring a decision, and I'll hand to our Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Revel. Thanks, Mrs. Revel.
Thank you, Mayor. The purpose of this report is to provide Council with the audited end-of-year financial report and performance statement for the year ended 30th of June 2024, and for Council to adopt the statements pending no material change. It is a requirement under the Local Government Act that we have audited financial statements each year, and the statements have now been audited by our external auditor, Crowe, who acts on behalf of the Auditor General's Office. At the Audit and Risk Committee meeting on the 18th of September, the financial and the performance statement was presented, and our recommendation was that pending no material change, that they recommend to Council that the in-principle financial statements and performance statements be signed. Once finalised by the Auditor General, they will be included in Council's annual report for 23-24. The financial statements show a comprehensive deficit of $3.84 million, which is predominantly due to the revaluation of Council's footpath and curb and channel infrastructure, resulting in a $2.9 million loss in the revaluation. For the 23-24 financial year, income was $19.92 million, which is a decrease of 3.6% from the previous year. The decrease is largely due to receiving the financial assistance grants prior to the 30th of June 2023 that were for the 23-24 financial year. Total expenditure for the year was $20.82 million, which is an increase of $1.3 million on the previous year. Capital works for the 23-24 financial year was $7.2 million. This is a slight decrease on the 22-23 year. It's due to a number of factors, including several vehicles being ordered not being able to be delivered, and also a number of funded projects, including the Lou Shilling silo not being completed at 30th of June. Council held $11.6 million in cash at the bank. There were long-term financial deposits held at the end of 22-23 financial year. So if we include the cash at the bank and the long-term financial deposits at 30th of June 23. We actually have a decrease in cash at 30th of June 2024. There is a recommendation there for council.
Thanks, Mrs. Revel. Any questions to, yes, councillor Gersh?
Meant to Mrs. Revel on page 23, Monica, other income 3.7, interest is $692,000. How does that work out? I don't understand that one.
So interest is interest earned on the money that we hold in the bank throughout the financial year. We did see an increase in interest rates during the financial year, and so that has resulted in additional interest being received.
It's under quarry operation. Oh, no, I think another income. So we virtually doubled, more than doubled last year. I mean, that's
Our
a huge
interest?
return. Yeah,
Yes.
I know we did allocate some of that money on a project, but it was nowhere near that. So that's a huge return over and above, isn't it? When we wouldn't have allowed for that in the original budget. So that's a fantastic return.
Yes, when we undertake our review of the budget during the financial year, we did increase the interest received. So it was, part of it was factored into our starting position for our 24-25 budget, but it is nice to also receive additional interest throughout the year.
Yeah.
Any further questions to the report or the financials? Any councillor? If not, there's a recommendation for councillors.
Mayor, I'd be very happy to move that pending no material changes to the statements. Council 1, approves in principle the end of year financial report and performance statement for the year ended 30th of June 2024 and authorises Mayor Brett Ireland and Deputy Mayor Councillor Winnie Bolwaris to sign the end of year financial report and performance statement in their final form.
Councillor Gersh, have I got a second? Councillor Nelson, thank you. Would you like to speak to your motion, Councillor Gersh?
Very quickly, Mr. Mayor, again, we seem to do it all the time, but we shouldn't stop anyway. But our staff with this and have Heather in here today as well. Just fantastic, the work that goes into this, and to have the result that we've had. We under stress all year trying to make ends meet, and then we've had to find some additional dollars here and there. And it's just a great report, and with all the hassles that appears to be in local government at the moment, I believe this is another feather in the cap for Hindmarsh Shire. So well done to all involved.
Thanks, Councillor Gersh. Councillor Nelson, did you want to add?
I'd just echo Councillor Gersh's comments there, but also add a big thanks to everyone on the audit committee as well. The people, the community members there are finishing their terms. So a big shout out, big thank you to all of those people who are very diligent in reading all the financial reports and have some great comments and input into that. So
Thanks, Councillor Nelson. So I'll put it to a vote. All those in favour? Against? That is carried. Thank you. Item 9, council committees, and 9.1's advisory committees. We've just got the Rainbow Township Advisory Committee.
Mayor, I'm happy to move that council notes the minutes of the Rainbow Township Advisory Committee meeting held on the 29th of July 2024.
Thanks, Councillor Ismay. I've got a second. Councillor Albrecht, thank you. Nothing. Would you like to add further?
Look, they've got a good little town committee going. There's some new people on it, and they're doing a good job. So all I need to say, probably.
Councillor Albrecht, okay. All those in favour of them? Against? That is carried. 9.2 is the Audit and Risk Advisory Committee. Did you want to give a report there, Mrs. Revel, or you're happy?
No,
just for
so the minutes are there for noting.
Yeah, thank you. There's a recommendation.
Mayor Ireland, I'm happy to move a motion that council notes the minutes of the Audit and Risk Committee meeting held on the 18th of September 2024.
Thanks, Councillor Albrecht. A second. Councillor Nelson, thank you. Did you want to speak, Councillor Nelson, at all? If not, I'll ask for a show of hands. All those in favour? Against? That is carried. Item 9.3, community asset committees. We've got the Rainbow Civic Centre, the Wimramally Pioneer Museum and Yarrunga Homestead Community Asset Committee, and there's recommendation for councillors. Councillor Ismay.
Mr. Mayor, I'm happy to move that council, one, notes the minutes of the following community asset committees. A, Rainbow Civic Centre annual meeting held on the 20th of August 2024. B, the Rainbow Civic Centre general meeting held on the 20th of August 2024. C, Wimramally Pioneer Museum general meeting held on the 20th of August 2024. And D, Yarrunga Homestead general meeting held on the 26th of August 2024. And 2, notes the following financial reports. A, the Rainbow Civic Centre financial report 2023-24. And B, the Antwerp Hall financial report 2023-2024. And 3, notes the resignation of Matthew Steen from the Wimramally Pioneer Museum Committee.
Thank you, councillor Ismay. We've got a seconder. Councillor Bywaters, thank you. Would you like to speak to the committees at all?
Anything I need to say to it?
Councillor Bywaters.
I'll just thank Matthew Steen for the work he's done before he resigned on the Wimramally Pioneer Museum, and all the committees for the work they've done over the year.
Yep, thank you for that. So all those in favour? Against? That is carried. Item 10, no late reports. And which leads me to a rather quick meeting today, but thank you for tuning in if you have, and I wish you all a fond farewell and good afternoon. Thank you.